Hi everyone, welcome back to our new session of the Uipath. So in this session I will explain you about how to use LINQ query with if clause. So just like in previous session I have already explained how to join two table from different sheet. So if you want to watch or if you want to understand how to join your table using LINQ in UiPath, please watch my previous session so that you will get to know how we can do that in UiPath. So in this session I will explain you how to use if clause in UiPath by using LINQ query. So I have already created a flowchart, or you can call as sequence. Based on that sequence, it will give you conditional result according to your requirements. So as you can see here, I have already created one Excel file. In that Excel file, I mentioned name of the student and result code. So result code is present in P, F and JP. P is for pass, F for fail and JP is for just pass. So if I want to show that result in different sheet, or I want to show up to the management team or to the principal or to the parents of the student, so I will create it by using this activity or this flow chart. So for complete understanding, please watch the complete session so that you will get to know how to create if condition by using UiPath in LINQ query. So I am deleting this result section. This is generated after I am running. I have created my UiPath script. Now you can see I have already deleted, saved the file and close that. So once I will run, it will generate that result section for pass, fail and just pass. So after showing the final example or final result, I will create this activity again in front of you. Now my script is running. Now you can see it's running. So it will open the Excel file and based on my condition, it will filter out the data and it will mark as pass, fail and just pass instead of P, F and JP in the Excel. Just wait for the result, then I will delete the complete sequence and create in front of you so that you will learn how we have made this activity. It's taking time. Normally this is not taking that much time. It's totally dependent on your system configuration and which all activities are running in your background of your system. I can see execution started. Now you can see it's open and created the Excel sheet, then closed. Now our running section is completed. Let's open the file again to see the result is generated or not. Now you can see the result is generated according to our requirement. So instead of P, F and JP, the result is generated pass, fail and just pass. So I am deleting again and saving this Excel file, and I am deleting my complete sequence so that I will create in front of you. So Now you can see Excel application scope is also deleted. Now we need one Excel application scope. In that Excel application scope, we have to provide the path of the Excel file where I have created this table student. Now LINQ data is my Excel file name. I can see the data is available in terms of Excel file. Next activity, we need read range. In that read range, we will store data table in terms of data table, and the sheet name I am going to provide here as a student, because my first sheet name is student, as you can see here, and I am going to store this as data table dt. I have already created two variable dt1, dt2. So I am going to assign here as dt1. Now next activity, we need build data table. So build data table will create two column, one for the student and other for the student result code, that is RCode. So I am deleting this row and renaming this column name as a name of the student, that is name, and RCode. Name as a string and column 2 is RCode. Now just save that, just click on OK, and I am storing this in dt2. So dt1 and dt2 is a data table variable which I am created, and I am storing this value in this variable so that we will use it for further. Next activity, we will need assign activity. In that assign activity, we have to show the LINQ query. So I have already created one LINQ query. In that LINQ query, you can see from in dt1 dot as enumerable, because we have already created data table in system.data.datatable. Whenever we are converting to as enumerable, it will throw an error. So if you want to resolve that error, you just have to simply copy this assembly file in your main Xaml file. On right clicking and opening in Notepad++, you can add it and save it, but you have to close this Uipath activity and then you can do that. So once you will do that and save that, and whenever you are opening the next time, your warning will be resolved. So don't worry about that. I will mention this assembly file in my comment section. You can copy it from here. Same thing, I will add this LINQ query in my description tab. If you want to practice it again in your system, so you will use this LINQ query. So here dt1 to be convert to the as enumerable, select as dt2. In that, here we are providing the name. Field of the string is RCode. In that RCode, we are giving as P as a pass, RCode second F as a fail, and RCode third JP is a JUSTPASS. Here we are providing if condition to every assignment whichever we are going to provide, P, F and JP. I am going to add in my assign section. So in that assign section, we have to just copy and paste it. So after pasting it, I just have to click on OK. Then next activity we will need Excel application scope. In that Excel application scope, link data is my Excel file. I will need right range. In that right range, I am going to provide my Excel file name. So result is my Excel file name. Result is my Excel file name, and here we will need the data from A1. In that I am going to provide my final table name, that is DT2. Now all the action is done, but why we are showing DT2 is provided. Now you can see my all the warnings are resolved. So let's, or if you want to remove it, it will directly copy it according to first column. So wherever it is blank, I am closing this Excel file and saving this my complete sequence. Let's run again. It will again open the Excel file. In that Excel file, it will arrange according to our link condition and close that Excel file. Now you can see my execution is completed. So, here data table we have provided here as a integer 32, but RCode is our string format. So just change it and save our sequence. Okay, save the sequence and run your code again. So hope this time we will get the result as we can see in the earlier phase. Now you can see it's copied. Our execution is completed. Let's open the Excel file and check data is available or not. Now you can see result section is available with complete value, that is pass, fail and fail, pass, just pass. So by this way you can organize your student data. This type of example always available for every organization or every school or colleges. So you can use this sequence or activity for your real world scenario. This is all about we are using for the link if clause in UiPath. Hope you understand it. If you have any queries or comment, please comment in the comment section so that I will check and revert with the solution. And most important part, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for the latest update. Thank you.